Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of that Stay Matte Hydrator on, and I usually focus it right in the T-zone area and blend it all over. So then I've got a nice even wash of moisturizer on my face. So the next thing that I'm like obsessed with lately is our new Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup. And so this is like the newest kid on the block. We have 30 shades in it. It can match anybody. So if you're hard to match, you're gonna find your color in Even Better Glow, promise you. So it's got SPF 15 and actually makes your skin better wearing it. So your skin is improved, more even toned. You can actually have before, after, and after 30 days, and you will see your skin glowing even longer. So I'm taking a little bit of this, but sometimes what I like to do too, if I have a little bit of pores, which a lot of us do, I put a little bit of the Instant Perfector that we have, which is Invisible Light, and it's our porifying solutions. And so I take that and I like to put it in my area of the nose as well as the cheeks. And it actually works as kind of like a spackle too. If you have any like crow's feet, sometimes I put them there, or the confused lines I have sometimes, I put it there, and that kind of helps to, you know, cut the line down a little bit and also mattifies the skin. So that is like my prep step, and so now I'm gonna get right into my Even Better Glow. So what I do is I take a little bit and I put it in key places that I want to obviously glow, but obviously cover too. So I just take it and I'm tapping it all over. And I think I should leave it just like this, don't you? It looks fabulous. All right, so the next thing I do is my buff brush. And so this is the foundation buff brush from Clinique. It is amazing. I know you cannot take me seriously with all these foundation dots all over, but it is the brush that you need in your life, like forever, because it can do everything. I use my liquid foundation for it. I do my powder foundation. I use my blush with it. I even contour with it. So run out and get it now, ladies. It is amazing. So I just take it and I literally buff all the foundation into my skin, and it works for all different foundations. So even if it's not a Clinique foundation, you could totally rock with it. And again, you go to any Clinique counter, they will find your perfect match and your color, and you can learn all the artistry tips that I'm teaching you right now at any Clinique counter. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't used one of our foundations, go get a 10-day supply. It's completely free. All right, so now that I've got that, what I like to do is go back and just take a little more coverage. So if you have any like trouble zones, like I do once in a while, again, I think my kids are stressing me out, but I love them so much because they're the cutest things in the world, so I wouldn't change it for a thing. So I've got the concealer here, and I'm gonna add a little bit. I've also been traveling a lot lately, so sometimes that can also affect your skin, different climates, different things going on. I mean, I'm on the humidity-ridden beach, which I wouldn't complain either because that ocean is calling me like Moana. So I've got this, just a couple little spots there. Once I get all my, you know, concealing all over, which I'm just using literally the Even Better Glow foundation. One more spot. I mean, it gives you amazing coverage, and you can even use it around the eye area. So once I've done that, I always like to kind of do a 3D face. And I learned this from Candy Johnson. I met her a couple months ago, and she did a session with us, and she taught us about getting a 3D face. So one of my favorite things is using Beyond Perfecting, and I use it a little bit in a darker shade. It's called Nutty, and it's a 2-in-1. It's a foundation plus concealer. You guys know that I'm obsessed with it if you've watched my videos before. It's got a wand here, so you can literally put it where you need to, and especially I use a color in Alabaster, and then I use this guy. So what I actually like to do, instead of just putting it right on the face, is I actually take my buff brush and I put it on in my places so that it's a little lighter when I apply it, and then I like to take it up into the temple and the hairline as well. So just a little bit, because you can always add more. Taking away is not always as easy. So you can see that I'm just literally buffing it in, and when you're buffing it, notice I went right on the cheekbone and I'm building upwards. So always go up because you don't want it to sag, right? It's not always fun to sag. So then I get the other side here and I just buff, buff, buff. I mean, it just feels like angel kisses are literally like kissing your face as you're using this brush. It's so soft, so amazing. I just literally want to just take a nap with it. So, all right, so now I've got my 3D face. So notice what I mean by 3D face is that you see that I've got that definition in my cheek. And, you know, I have a very, you know, kind of square face, but sometimes it's a little rounded here. So I like to get that shape accentuated, and, you know, each face shape's a little bit different. So again, go to any Clinique counter. Accredited consultants can all teach you about how to get that contoured look for your skin there. So again, if you want a little extra, I just go back in and just buff a little bit more on there. And then another place that I like to add a little bit of definition is around my nose area. So I take it right in here and just make like a straight line down the nose, and it just gives you that kind of contoured nose and blend down there. Okay. All right, so that is my 3D face there. All right.